Hey everyone, welcome back to That's a Wrap. This is the first episode in a new setup for the new season. I'm your host, Vanessa. If you live in Toronto, you probably noticed that the city has been really busy because TIFF has been happening. By the time you're watching this video, I'm fairly certain that the film festival will be finished by then. But many new movies premiered this week. We had a lot of world premieres, but also North American premieres as well. So some films include The Whale, which is a new Darren Aronofsky film. That had its North American premiere this week. We also got Women Talking, which is a new Sarah Polley film. And Glass Onion had its premiere as well. So Glass Onion is the second film in the Knives Out franchise. Apparently the film is better than the first one. That's what a lot of people have been saying. They've been saying that the mystery is better. It's even smarter film than the first one. According to many, Kate Hudson and Janelle Monáe are considered the standouts of the film.
Wait, sorry, your logo disappeared.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna try to remember where it was. Okay. Rian Johnson, who is the director of the film, said that he is going to continue making the films in the franchise with Benoit Blanc, who is Daniel Craig's character. He basically said that he's going to continue making the films until Daniel blocks him on his phone. The film is going to be premiering on Netflix, I believe, in December, and I'm actually kind of upset about this because I think a traditional theatrical release would have been very beneficial for this film. I think it could have made a lot of profit, and the first Knives Out did really well in theaters. So it is a little unfortunate that it is on a streaming service, but either way, I'm pretty sure people are going to be tuned in and excited for this film. Steven Spielberg's newest film, called The Fabelmans, also had its world premiere at TIFF. We also got a trailer and some first new looks for this film. So the film is semi-autobiographical. It is based about a young boy growing up in I don't know what it is. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna read that. So the film is semi-autobiographical. It's about a young boy growing up and discovering his love for film, influenced by his mother, who is an artist. It is extremely early on in the season, but a lot of people have been talking about this film regarding the Oscars and award season. A lot of people have been saying that it might win Best Picture. Michelle Williams' performance is also being lauded as well. She's been nominated for 4 Oscars already, so if she does win this one, it's definitely a long overdue win. She is probably like one of my favorite actresses as well, so that would be something that I would be happy to see. The D23 Expo also happened recently. This is basically just an expo where Disney essentially gives announcements and news for their upcoming films and also films that happen to be with Pixar and other Disney adjacent companies. We got a new teaser trailer and some new pictures for the newest Disney Plus show, the Percy Jackson series. I'm really unfamiliar with the books. The only thing that I know is the movies that everyone seems to hate, even Rick Riordan himself. I'm excited for this show because he had a lot of say in the creation of it, so I do think that it is going to be something that the fans are happy with about the adaptation. Also announced was the newest MCU film, which is called Thunderbolts. A lot of recurring characters will be featured in this, including Yelena, who I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be calling her in the MCU. She might be taking up the Black Widow mantle. The Winter Soldier will also be featured, Ghost, and there's also a lot more characters that are coming back for this. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is also returning for this film. She's going to continue playing the character that was introduced in, I'm gonna redo that. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is also returning for this film. She is returning as the character Valentina. Nothing about this lineup regarding the characters that are coming back seems accurate to the comics, so I do think they have taken a lot more liberties regarding the storylines that they're following. So I'm excited to see how they accomplish a Thunderbolts film within the MCU. Another film festival that happened recently was the Venice Film Festival. Cate Blanchett won the Best Actress award, Colin Farrell won Best Actor, and Best Director, also called the Silver Lion, went to Luca Guadagnino for Bones and All. Taylor Russell, who is the lead in the film, also won an award for basically the Best Emerging Actor or Best Young Actor. I'm really excited for Bones and All because I am a fan of Timothée Chalamet, but also I think the plot is really interesting. It is based on a book. It basically follows these two young lovers who also happen to be cannibals who are taking a road trip through Reagan-era America, which I'm really excited to see how Luca has adapted this. I also think he's really good at portraying young people and the nuances that come with being young in a really specific way. And I think he's a lot better at portraying young people than a lot of other directors, so I'm very excited for this film. We also got a trailer for Babylon, which is Damien Chazelle's newest film. It's starring Diego Calva, Margot Robbie, and Brad Pitt. It takes place in 1920s Los Angeles, and it basically follows a bunch of people who are aspiring to something. So it definitely is focusing on the extravagance of the era. From the first looks and the trailer, it does get across this sense of extravagance, and it is really fun. It looks really fun, and I'm excited for this because I think Damien is a great director who has only had a couple of films, but all of the films have been extremely critically lauded, so I'm really excited for this one as well. Lastly, the Emmys happened on Monday, September 12th. So no surprise here, Succession won for Best Drama. I'm a little surprised that Jeremy Strong didn't win for his performance in the show, just because he usually wins a lot of awards for his portrayal in the show, so I was surprised that he didn't win this time. Best Comedy went to Ted Lasso. Jason Sudeikis won for his role in that show as well. Jean Smart also won again for Best Actress. I really wish Abbott Elementary won for Best Comedy just because it is one of my favorite new shows, but Quinta Brunson won for her writing, which I think is probably one of the strongest aspects of the show, so I'm glad that it was at least recognized. White Lotus also won a lot of awards. It won for Best Anthology Series or Mini-Series. Murray Bartlett and Jennifer Coolidge also won for their supporting roles in that show. Zendaya also won for Best Actress in a Drama. This makes her the youngest two-time award winner for that specific award, which is really impressive. One of my favorite shows called Yellow Jackets, I've mentioned this in previous videos, did not win anything, but that's okay. I still highly recommend it to people if you like tension, horror. It's a very good show, and although it wasn't recognized at the awards, that's okay. I'm sure that in future seasons it will have more of a presence at award shows for sure. All right, so we got a lot of film festival news. Award season is slowly creeping up. It feels like it just ended, but it's going to be happening soon again, especially now that we are in the midst of festival season. That's kind of when people start talking about award season for sure. Yeah, a lot of exciting new films have been premiering recently. I'm very excited to watch all of them. And thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. I think I'm good.